All right, everybody. Welcome back to the PRPL Podcast. This is your host, Austin Isaac. Hope you're doing all right out there today. I know I am. Maybe a little bit tired, but I'm bringing the energy. We're at Friday Eve once again, so how could I complain too much? I heard something good this week, actually, or a couple weeks ago. This guy goes, I can't complain. If I did, nobody would listen. So I love that line. I'm going to have to start using that one there. And honestly, kind of feels like a line you might hear in the movie that we are reviewing today, that being Cool Hand Luke. So here we go. The Sad Sacks are back with a brand new episode of the PRPL Podcast, this time reviewing the 1967 prison drama classic, Cool Hand Luke, starring the Paul Newman alongside George Kennedy and Strother Martin, along with a gaggle as well along with them. Join us as we he's gagging. Yeah, join us as we discuss our favorite characters, scenes, themes, and things, and answer the eternal question, is this movie better, with Nicolas Cage? Welcoming in to the booth, my trusty colleagues, Griffin and Mike Fletcher. How we feeling, folks? This might be 2 Nicolas Cage shirts in a row for you, G.
It's just about. I think I wore something else last week, but
the week before then.
Nick Cage.
That's right. This is a visual show. We are on YouTube. We're also on Spotify visually, so make sure to check that out. And if you are on the YouTube, I think we're about 2 subscriptions away from 100.
Ooh,
the road to 100. Up. Keep going. Go. Please subscribe. We appreciate it very, very much.
Let's get it.
How we feeling, fellas?
Oh, we're feeling great. Feeling no pain, as you like to say, Dad.
Absolutely
painless.
Not, guys. Painless. Guys, this is a star-studded movie. Austin, you nailed it. I mean, you got the one and only. You got the Paul Newman. I mean, this cat, if you haven't seen The Color of Money, if you haven't seen, this guy's been in Butch Cassidy. He's been in The Sting. I mean, the guy's been in everything.
Cars.
Great. No doubt. I mean, the guy was a professional race car driver. He's got his own damn salad dressing. I mean, come on, the guy did it all.
He was in Cars as well.
He was literally in Cars.
Yeah. Oh, he was in. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Which I wasn't aware of.
What was that? What was his name?
The Hudson Hornet.
Yeah. Doc, exactly.
You got me on that one. George Kennedy was an airport that won all sorts of awards. The mom, his mom was in East of Eden back in the day.
Ooh, that's with Paul Dean James Dean.
James Dean and Paul Newman. What is it? Strother. Is that how you say it? Strother Martin. That cat was in all the. If you want to see him in some good movies, he was in with John Wayne. He was in Rooster Cogburn. True Grit.
He was in a lot of westerns and everything like that.
Dennis Hopper. We know he was in Hoosiers, Easy Rider. Reason I'm saying this is not just a bum cast. I mean, you've got John Walton. Guys, y'all ever watch The Waltons? I mean, you've got the father from the Waltons.
We got Gus from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah.
He doesn't even get it.
How about that? I mean, Harry Dean Stanton. Harry Dean Stanton was in Pretty in Pink. He was in Escape from New York.
He's in all kinds of things. He's just one of those guys. You see
Clifton James, he played Carr in this movie. He's in the James Bond movies. He's the one that plays the old kind of sheriff,
I'm the floor walker.
He kind of plays that guy. So, these guys, these are not a bunch of bums. This is one hell of a cast they put together. And, it wears well. I mean, you feel it. You feel where these guys are at, supposedly in a Florida, chain gang prison.
Yeah. So this is my pick here.
There you go.
You picked a good one, buddy.
I don't know. I think the first time I had watched it was probably with my dad. And I think we caught it about like halfway through. And it just immediately sucked me in. So, I've watched it many a time since and glad to go back because I haven't been back in a while. And, honestly, Paul Newman is someone that I could really stand to watch a whole lot more of his catalog. I think The Color of Money might be up first, with that being a Scorsese as well. I think that'll be a ton of fun. Tom Cruise is in it, correct? That's kind of...
That is correct.
Okay. Yeah, I got to watch that, no doubt. And there's plenty of older movies I'd like to watch. Something with older movies sometimes is like I can have a tough time with them if like the colors are super washed out and it feels like really dreary and sad. Some of these old movies, and it's like got like the old quality, like right in the period between or right when they just gotten color in movies. When did that come out exactly, Mike? What was the year when they started doing?
Hey, Griff, I think he's implying I'm so damn old. I know this. I'm not
really.
When
sure. Was the True Vision? You said you've called it something, the Color Vision or True Vision or whatever the hell it's called.
Color Tech or something's what they call. Yeah, I mean it. I mean, this is what the 40s, the 50s is when it came out.
This came in 67. Or you're saying
I know this was 60. Yeah.
Okay, so like, anyways, what I'm getting at is this movie kind of has nice colors to it. I think it looks really good, and it's an easy watch. It doesn't.
You mentioned that, Dad. Dad and I were talking like 2 days ago, and he said the same thing, Oss.
That it just was nice and colorful, or just
It was. It was brilliant. The colors were brilliant, and you felt it. You felt this. I mean, sounds weird, but you could almost feel like you could see the sweat on the guys. I mean that
glistening,
was legit.
yeah, absolutely. You could see it all over.
You could see it on Lucille too.
Yeah, Lucille. Oh, Lucille. Lord, don't strike me blind. That's great. And I mean, obviously, Paul Newman's eyes, his eyes. His
smile, my Lord.
There's something about that, guys, that is just so polarizing and magnetic. You just love watching this guy on the screen. He's so cool,
Cool. Yes, he is. Did y'all read how apparently like the producers were getting on the director saying, hey, man, you need more shots of Paul Newman's eyes. We need more of his blue eyes. So they like had to coordinate scenes to just really, really hone in on his eyes. That was like a part of the deal.
Yeah.
So
just
it makes sense.
A real good movie. We'll get into the factuals here. Comes out November 1st of 1967. Kind of a weird time, I guess, if you're thinking. I guess maybe you're getting around the holiday season in terms of the release, but I don't know how much that was at the forefront of their mind back then. I'm sure the release schedules have become more, tied to the seasons and things like that. You get your summer blockbusters and then into the Christmas season. Anyways, after being sentenced to a Southern chain gang for a petty crime, quite a petty crime, a defiant drifter becomes a symbol of hope and rebellion as he repeatedly challenges the brutal authority of the prison system. With that being said, too, I feel like the prison system that they're in is actually relatively cushy for the most part until they start, you start fucking up.
Yeah.
They're really not too bad until you're screwing shit up. And, it's not like a Shawshank where the first thing you see you get in or like your ass is mine. It's not that kind of.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I was thinking that, and I wonder, here's my speculation, and you might be able to assist with this, Dad. Is that more so just that it's an older movie and that would have been really controversial to have maybe a lot of violence or just maybe that real hard edge approach to things? What do you think, Dad?
I think that's a little bit of it, Griff. But I mean, look at the crime that Paul Newman's character Luke did. I mean, I've watched this a couple times and I'm going, okay, whoop-de-doo. He cut those. I didn't think it was that severe.
2 years?
I really did.
2 years for it.
2 years.
I thought, oh my gosh, 2 years for that? Good Lord. It just, that was one of the things, Austin talks about that he doesn't like in the movie. I thought that was kind of, it was, kind of threw me off. But
it pisses you off because the guy fucking dies. This sets in motion the events that lead to his death. Like over some stupid ass shit like that. Like I love the line when he's in like the transportation truck. They're coming back from, the yard, or they're going to the yard, whatever the hell they're about to do the road. He's like, you know how it is, small town, not much to do in the evening. Just the shit that you would do back. That's a really dated thing. Like he just literally had nothing to do. So the dude went out there and just cut off some parking meters. But he also said, he's like, mostly I was just settling an old score. Yeah. You think he got like a parking ticket for something or had to pay some change?
There was more to that than met the eye.
But I think that's great. There's a lot of like, you can tell that this is a book. Like it doesn't spell everything out for you. There's a lot of literary themes and even just like happenings. We'll get that in a little bit here, but
another thing.
Go ahead.
Again, I like reading some stuff before, just like little factoids. apparently the reason why they chose that to be his crime was because, who likes dealing with a parking meter? The whole idea was that it was supposed to kind of get you on his side.
Right.
Just said like that was the type of guy he was to go and cut the heads off of parking meters. It was kind of
buck the system.
Yeah, it was kind of to get you on his side.
It's like the man.
Who likes that?
The story of the man. Hell, call back to School of Rock. The man trying to hold you down.
Don't let the man get you down, man.
Don't let the man get you down. This is awesome. We're too good at this now. We're all right.
Well,
all right. Directed by Stuart Rosenberg. Screenplay by Don Pierce, who is actually the guy who wrote the book. They ended up calling in some big guns who actually had experience writing a screenplay. Frank R. Pearson, because I guess, the translation had been difficult, especially if you hadn't done it before. So get a little help with that. Music by, I guess, Lalo Schifrin. Fun stuff. I think it's a really good score. It actually gets nominated, doesn't win. The music's great in this. And actually that... when they are tarring the road, that song that plays, apparently like news stations adopted that for like years and years. It's just like the sound when it's like the intro news or whatever it is, because it sounded like something or another. But kind of cool how it lived on in that way. Never really thought to that. Performance and reception, $3.2 million budget. That doesn't exist. Actually, I guess it kind of does. We've seen that recently. But wasn't there something that just tore it up and was on a super low budget? Probably, maybe not Backrooms, but Obsession. Was Obsession a really low budget? I think Obsession was like a super low budget, which are two.
Oh, is that the new movie that's coming out?
Yeah, let me see what
is that a horror movie?
Yes.
I think I'm seeing that with Amy tomorrow.
Yeah, I want to see estimated between $750,000 and $1 million for the budget, and it's already grossed over $150 million.
Whoa!
That's insane.
It's insane. I want to see it too.
Whoa!
So I got to see that and Backrooms.
I'm excited now. I was kind of like, oh gosh.
Director's 26 years old.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What the hell are we doing, Austin?
Looks like he's drinking wine. Looks like you're
wine.
Yeah.
I mean, we're taking this podcast to the goddamn moon.
Hey,
that's what we're doing.
Woo!
We're just on a different. We're just on a different schedule, baby.
On a different schedule, different path.
That's all. That's it.
Yes.
That's all it is. All there is to it. $3.2 million budget, $16.2 million box office performance. Pretty good. When you get back this old, you can't really look at like other box office. They just don't have the numbers very well. But a big movie from the year of 1967. How about The Graduate with
Dustin Hoffman?
Exactly. Great movie, iconic. I think I have the record to that movie, actually, the soundtrack, which is really cool. There's another movie on here that came out that year called The Banditos. Shout out Kingpin and the Banditos from last week. If you haven't watched that episode or listened to that yet, check it out.
More people need to watch that one. That was a good one.
Yeah.
We're seeing a lot of love right now for Purple Rain. Seeing a lot of love for Toy Story 2. Let's get it up for Kingpin as well.
Kingpin, absolutely.
Kingpin, baby.
Yes,
do it
sir.
for us. Well, I got to get a reel out. I've been slacking. It'll happen.
We got it.
4 Oscar nominations, 1 win for George Kennedy as a supporting actor. So let me grab this real quick. It also gets nominated for Paul Newman, clearly. Lalo Schifrin, we already said that. And actually the screenplay adapted from another medium. So that makes a lot of sense too for Don Pierce and Frank R. Pearson. Apparently Don Pierce, this is like semi-autobiographical. There you go. There's the word.
There you go. Nice.
Attaboy. So he was on a chain gang, and he was kind of that guy who was very much just I think he went AWOL briefly. He joined the military too young, went AWOL because he didn't like the rules and all that. And then his mom ended up writing a letter saying he's too young, so he got kicked out because they were going to send him to like the front lines, apparently, of World War II. And then he ended up in a chain gang along the way, so he had his own kind of Cool Hand Luke experience.
Did y'all hear that he couldn't go to the screening because he punched someone on like one of the last days of filming?
I did not.
He cracked someone in the chops and he couldn't go to the screening.
Don Pierce?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's great.
No kidding. Apparently he said amazing. Too that he said Paul Newman would have never survived on a chain gang. He was like, that guy's too. He's like, that guy would have never held up. So he was in his Sergeant Four-Leaf Tayback.
Oh yeah, he was.
Little mode.
Wrote the book. He wrote the book.
Wrote the book. Hey, now shut up and let me do my job. That's what Paul said.
Man, that's kicking my ass right now. That's that's right on. This is just the real life, Four-Leaf.
Yeah, this is Tropic Thunder right here.
Basically, I'm a dude playing a dude dressed as another dude. All right, IMDb 8 out of 10, Rotten Tomatoes 100%. I've got two 100% on Rotten Tomatoes back to back. Toy Story 2. Letterboxd 4.2. Great movie. Let's get into our reviews, fellas. Let's get it moving.
Let's do it.
Give me something, G.
Do it.
This is your first time seeing it. We haven't even addressed this yet.
Yes, this was my first time seeing this movie. It is a longer movie, but it feels very good. I think the pacing is very strong. And, you just get really behind these characters. I think that there is a quality of these older movies, and I wonder if it was just, you kind of, let's go back to The Holiday. Dad, you'll know this one. When our guy Albert is speaking, he says, hey, back in the old days of Hollywood, there weren't a million films coming out every month, so people actually really put their heart and soul into the work they were doing. Mm-hmm. And I feel like you can feel that with a lot of these older films, and this one is no exception. A lot of these themes are just very developed, I would say, and the pacing feels very natural. These relationships between the guys feel realistic. You kind of feel like you're right in the bunker, in the booth with these dudes. Everyone knows that feeling when you got a bunch of work going on, like when they are tarring, but they're having such a blast because they turn it into some kind of game or something. You know what I mean? How relatable did that feel to you guys? Have you guys have experienced some stuff like that, right?
Well, I just love how it's like at first he meets some kind of pushback with it, but then just very quickly it ignites and everyone's on board. And it's just, the magneticism of this guy, he just compelled them all to just do it. And the way he's talking too, he's like, man wants speed, let's give it to him, and they just all start doing it. Yeah, come on, it's just, it really gets you going. It's just like if you're at a concert or another, I'd say people are naturally followers. You sing along to the songs. Maybe that's not a good analogy, but you just get going, you ride with it.
The thing is,
dance a little.
Luke is such an awesome leading character. He's so cool. Cool Hand Luke is the perfect way to describe that guy. And they do it so wonderfully, presenting him in this cool way, Dragline's trying to intimidate him. Hey, you want in on this game? He's, nah. And he just walks off, at the very, very beginning once he gets in there. You can just tell he's not intimidated. He's like, I've been hearing a bunch of rules.
He's just
not a whole lot worth.
Yeah.
What do you say? Not a whole lot worth listening to.
Yeah, that's what he's basically. All these little lines are so cool, man. Just the shit where he does the egg competition or he's about to do it. He's like, why couldn't you say 39 or whatever? He's like, 50 cents. Like a nice round number.
I like you in, I need 50 egg. That's how he said it. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Hey, 50 egg. It's like, what the hell?
The accents in this were really funny.
Yeah,
they were really funny.
I was about to say, Dad, that was another thing. And I'll tell you guys, I'm going to give this movie a 4.5 again. I think it's super solid. Attaboy. I think it was awesome. And again, you get so behind these characters. Dragline, he's awesome. He's super fun. Again, Luke is the man, and you feel his pain, you feel his struggle, and you feel that itch, that compulsion he has to break away from whatever the heck's going on, and just you feel the injustice.
Bird,
he plays that role so perfectly, and you really do feel that pain and that struggle, and you're like, damn, that was really, really awesome. So very good movie. But what I was going to ask you, Dad, I really feel like sometimes, Austin, I felt like these dudes weren't even speaking English. It felt so old-timey. And, Dad, do you remember any of that? Do you feel, how much has, language, the vernacular changed since you were a kid?
Griffin, now we use so many slang words, but back then, that is just deep down South country, speaking. And some of the things, you had... I had everything on that I could just watch it on the letterbox. so that I could sit and watch it, because some of the things kind of went past me too. So I was doing the same thing, but that's just old deep South language is all that was. So, and you, I mean, like you said, egg. I mean, some of those things that when they were saying it, especially Dragline, some of the things that he said, I struggled. I'm like, what the hell did he just say? I mean, there's a reason that cat won an Academy Award. He was great. I mean, I don't think he stood out from the very first scene that he was on. Didn't you all think?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean,
I thought
the movie is him and Luke
great.
For the most part. It's him and Luke and them interacting. Like, yeah, everyone else is the ensemble, and then you have the oppressors, but most of them they have their moments.
They're really good. I mean, they're really good when they. I mean,
let's face it. The focus.
Let's just face it. The focus of this movie was Lucille when she came on. She was the focus of this movie.
Mike's Minx.
Austin, I'll tell you this. I remember as a kid, guys talking about that scene. I just do. I remember, hearing my dad and them, there'd be jokes about Lucille. They would say those things.
Oh, wow.
So,
well, Wikipedia said the way she got the job was just by getting in a bikini or something and doing the scene and not saying a word in front of like Paul Newman and like I guess the director.
Well, and they did not let the wives around the movie set at all. So these guys, they really did do some hard labor. They weren't able to see their family for so long. So they, when you hear Dragline, maybe that's really what he was saying. He might have been improvising. You never know.
Well, a bit of a buzzkill is that they weren't actually recorded. Like she wasn't there when they recorded them. And
Austin Griffin, he did it again. Damn you, Austin.
Yeah, I wish. Right?
Oh my God.
That's how well he did. That's how good the acting is.
Yeah.
Just on that scene, and I know we love talking our scenes. I mean, that is a pretty epic scene, not just for the obvious, but also like that had to have been controversial as all get out back in that day. I mean, no way around it.
Right.
Oh, Griff, I'm telling you, I remember my dad and them talking about it. I remember hearing, little chirps about it as a kid, about, hey, have you seen the movie Cool Hand Luke? I mean, that was very controversial, so great scene.
Well,
great
Mike,
scene.
What's your rating?
Yeah, let's go.
Austin, my rating on this one, I am going to go a 4.5 as well. I loved every moment of this. It never stopped. I mean, it pulls you in, it pulls you out. At the end, you really feel it. What I did like at the very end, they kept showing Paul Newman with the smiles and all that. That kind of uplifted me because I was, it's upsetting. Just like you said, shit, all the guy did was cut a couple of meters out. Big deal. And, that he doesn't make it. And then you see that big smile of his. And I think this is the point Griffin made about the blue eyes. They really show it in those last few scenes, just how blue that cat's eyes are. And man, it has to, if you don't smile after seeing that, it just kind of lifts you up a little bit after you've been kind of kicked in the shorties. So it's a tough one.
Well, it also, ends with Dragline kind of telling the folklore story about the guy.
That was great.
Which is just kind of makes him immortal is what it does. And, let's talk about it. And let's not do that yet. But obviously all the Christ-like analogies with Luke.
Yes.
Yeah, my gosh.
In terms of things I like, Luke Jackson, the character is great. Paul Newman is great as the character. He's just irresistible. You adore the guy. Like it's so crazy to see how much these dudes in prison like fawn over him. But you get it too. Like it makes sense, even though like it's probably embarrassing to admit. But the guy's just so damn cool. You want to be him. It's the Austin Powers once again. Women love him. Men want to be him. Women want him. Exactly. So damn cool, real cool hand, nice round number. Never planned anything in my life. This guy's he's doing it. He's on his entire own wavelength. George Kennedy as Dragline is such a great comedic kind of relief and character aside. That cool. And how he starts off not liking the guy. He's the head honcho of the prison gang, the bull gang here. And through all that Luke is as a person, comes to respect the hell out of the guy. Because how could you know? He takes every punch, keeps getting back up. He's like, Captain America. The prison gang, literary nature and themes, just like the anecdotal happenings. The fact that they have a 50 egg eating competition. Yeah, the way he plays the poker
was great.
Exactly, like the
like how they're like, hey, I'll bet a cold drink. Bet you a cold drink. You know what I mean? They'll be like, Papa Lugetz. Well, hey, man, you get in on this, man.
Well, there's also like people are trying to live bet it too. And they're like, that's every dollar in camp that's here. And that gives like Luke the motivation to keep on rolling too. He smiles
it was like
a little bit.
He was playing an act, and his belly, man, that thing was distended as all get out. I thought that thing was going to pop, man, for real.
Like a ripe watermelon.
Yeah, they're like, think.
God, the prison guards were involved in it. They were the ones bringing the eggs out, I think. So, everyone, like you said, all the money in the prison camp was on that 50. Could he eat the eggs or not?
Exactly. And
what's your rating, Ost?
Well, why are you going to cut me off like that? I'm still rolling here.
People want to know. Well,
that's what we're moving towards. I already talked about it just being a nice, colorful film, the dated dialogue, and it's just the pacing. It's 2 hours and 6 minutes. It's compact. But I mentioned in Toy Story 2, sometimes you get to the climax and the action points of the movie, and maybe you get a little, like, it's just like your brain turns off a little bit. This one, you're still just completely locked in through like all his escapes. There's little cool scenes throughout them, like when he walks up to the little black boys and he treats them so kindly, helps them out, teaches them good lessons along the way. He was just really cool like that. The things that I don't like are, obviously he dies. That stinks for it, but you get the redeeming bit.
It has to be that way though, right?
Yep. It has.
It has to.
And he's smiling, so he got him in the end. It's
exactly.
Like, he snagged him for sure.
And then the dog dying, that's probably the biggest qualm, just because that's always a hard thing to see on screen,
Was that is a good question, man. They either like tranquilized that dog or that dog was really dead. I don't know. Like, did y'all do any looking into that?
No, I didn't see.
Yeah. Did you guys think the same thing though? You're like,
Griffin, they may have run the dog and got him worn out and he was laying that way.
That thing looked limp. And I was like, I don't think that's a dummy. No. That turtle was a damn. That thing was a dummy. You'll see how stiff that turtle was.
Yeah. Well, maybe that makes sense. Got him, boss. God. All right, I give it a 5 out of 5. This movie rocks.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Bang.
On to the next. Favorite scenes, fellas. Let's do Mikey.
Austin, this is, that's not right. This is your movie. I want you to do it.
You start us off. Bring it back my way, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, well, how about Lucille's Car Wash?
It is.
Talk about a great set, baby. Hey, Lord, whatever I done, don't strike me blind for another couple minutes. That line is absolutely awesome. And I love the cut from that scene. You're getting juiced up, horned up. You're seeing, the last thing you got is, I think, just her, her yabos pressed up against the window on the other side. She knows exactly
on the passenger side.
She knows exactly what she's doing.
Yeah,
and then
that
it cuts,
was good too.
And then it cuts.
You don't know what she's doing.
Exactly.
Dragline. He puts his glasses on.
Well, someone else wipes.
Boss.
Put my glasses on, boss.
That's such a great thing.
Boss.
Taking it off, boss. I love how they have to like announce everything. That's so good.
Still shaking it, boss. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Wiping off the face to see her, boss. Wiping off the face.
Yeah. Anything that built like that gotta be named Lucille. Like, that shit is so damn good.
Man, I'm dying. Anything built like that's gotta be named Lucille.
Yeah.
You gotta say though, she's smoking, man. It's pretty impressive. Like, again,
it's pretty impressive.
Well, what I was saying too,
it's a great set, baby.
Dad and I were talking. I actually think like it does. Partially why you like it though is it doesn't feel like it's just kind of exploiting her sexuality or whatever. Like, it really feels kind of necessary to the movie because it's showing what these cats are going through. It's
what they're missing out on too.
It's very It's like. You could call it just kind of like horny, and that's fine. It is, but like I think it kind of serves a bit of a higher purpose in the movie because it really does show you just how desperate and, deprived these guys are of just basic interaction, man. I mean, they don't even get to see women. It's crazy.
What's the next scene? It's a bunch of dudes butt-ass naked showering.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I think that's a nice little funny thing that is not...
She only has one safety pin holding that together.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, pin. What was it? He kept saying, guys, something about
pop.
He wanted the pop. Yeah, that pop. Yeah. We want that pin to pop.
Yeah. Oh, man. That's awesome.
Great scene.
She knows exactly what she's doing. And I said to you guys, I mean, how much of that is Squints Palidorus and Sandlot? Oiling. Man, she doesn't know what she's doing. So it's got to be a callback, right?
That's so good.
So that's great.
Great scene.
Right after that, heavy hitter after heavy hitter, as heavy as a hitter as Dragline is, busting up on Paul Newman. That next scene on Luke, he keeps getting up. It's kind of fun at first, and then all the sound drops off, and you see all the faces, and everyone's like, dude, quit.
Yeah, this is too much.
And he just keeps going, and I love that they beat you over the head with this, just really reiterating, and it's cartoonish. It's very novel-like, it's literary, where it's an extension of the truth. Now everything's so realistic. Obviously he would have been knocked out cold, but in this he just keeps getting up, and eventually makes Dragline walk off because he just can't have it. And right after that, it's the poker scene. So those two scenes together are Luke winning over Dragline, essentially, because he bluffs, he takes Coco, he runs up his money, a bunch of nothing.
He says, put $1 down, or what's he say?
What is
this? With $1.
Yeah.
He keeps saying
a buck, something. I'll park a buck or something like that.
Something like that.
That's what Colin is, or
raise you a buck or something like that. Yeah, raise you a buck.
Yeah, that's great. So I love. That's what I mean, man. Like all the lingo is so much fun, and just how they're speaking, it's awesome. It's just it keeps you interested somehow, some way there.
Yeah.
So those are two great ones, and I see this is bad because I'm always playing cleanup. But now I'm going to try to. I'm going to pick one last one here that I can find. Truthfully, man,
Dad.
Truthfully, man, like right after that, let's just go 3 in a row. When Luke's mom visits, I think that's a really
Austin. That's a great scene.
It's a really good
Austin.
scene.
The whole movie shifts after he sees his mom. The entire movie shifts. It goes from, hey, this is fun. It's, hey, he's going to be out of here in a couple of years. It's a fun movie. And then you just feel that, hey, something's changed in his life.
Yeah.
Once he sees his mom, poof.
Well, I think what it does, and I don't think anything, because actually he gets kind of pumped up. It's when his mom dies that the tone shifts, and he starts, he gets rabbit in his blood. Within that scene where he sees his mom, I think you just figure out and find out so much more about this Luke character, and it makes you sad for him. Because it's just the way he is, the nature of his persona and personality, he can't get no elbow room, he's going through life. He just can't abstain. He can't settle down. He can't keep the woman, and also you figure out there's just such a fun and interesting dynamic to their family too, because the mom, Arletta, he's calling her Arletta every time, not calling her mom, which is, I think, of note, and just how he's addressing her. But at the same time, Arletta lets on and tells him, how she just had this thing for Luke, which is probably a very real thing that isn't addressed or said because it's bad. It's gross. The fact that you would like a child more than one, it's not a good thing, but it's a real thing. And I think that's just really cool that it establishes that dynamic with the brother who's there. He's like, I'm going to give him the house because I don't think I gave him the love. And, I just loved you, Luke. And how you see how painful it is for her, even though she doesn't really show it so much to him, but when he goes away, he walks away, she starts crying, breaking down.
Was that an old-timey thing, Dad? Just not being able to be close or open, or is that just their relationship, you think?
Griff, I think that's just the way it was back then. You didn't do a lot of hugging, and and especially men did not hug and do what they do today. So no, it just kind of the way it was, guys.
Well, she asks him also, like, what went wrong, kind of thing.
Oh,
like,
yeah, gosh.
It's really hard. And the father left, so you learn so much about his character, and you're like, oh, this is kind of why this is why he is the way he is, and those dynamics are just so interesting to me. I think, and it really works well. So that's my last one.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Griff, you want next?
Let's do
We
Griff.
can go either way.
Let's do
Go
Griff,
ahead,
since
you got it.
This man's got everything going on in the background.
I think it makes sense. Well, I think a great one to bring up is the egg eating scene.
Yeah.
The 50 eggs in an hour, which, let's be real, there's no way on God's green earth that guy would have eaten 50 eggs in an hour. I mean, that'd have been just absurd.
I couldn't eat 50 of anything in an hour except for like M&Ms or raisins,
But like you said, I mean, it's a great scene though, because it's so much fun, and it just kind of introduces some of the fun and games that were going on in in this prison and among these guys. They had to entertain themselves some way. So,
man, he's going to lose a finger eating eggs like that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It was so great, but I love that scene. I think that was just a lot of fun. And of course, they take it down to the very last second, and he gets all 50 down. So
they open his mouth.
Amazing scene.
It's like he didn't finish it. It's just so good, man.
Yeah.
All these scenes are really heavy hitters.
Everyone's been there, and I mean, like, what else? How that feels. And even like you said, Dad, the cook's in on it. He's like bringing the eggs out. Everyone has money down. Everyone's just trying to entertain themselves, and that's a great way to do it. So
that wasn't happening in Shawshank, was it?
No. The warden wasn't having that.
No, it was not. I'd say my next favorite scene is actually when they're tarring, because again, you're just seeing this massive camaraderie that's building among everybody. Mm-hmm. They're having fun. And again, it's like, they're like, oh, this is about to suck. This is going to be terrible. Everyone's just all kind of beaten down. Next thing you know, Luke's like, I'm going to make this fun. If they want speed, let's show them how we do it. Mm-hmm. And they just start rocking. And next thing you know, everyone's on the vibe. Everyone's running and just moving and making it happen. And
here's an interesting...
It was just kind of thrilling,
Of course.
It really excited me.
Here's an interesting thing to kind of consider. Shawshank, they also have a tarring scene. Tarring the roof, right?
It's true.
And both of these scenes lead to some sort of a reprieve. Shawshank, they get to have some beers drinking on the roof. And in this one, it's like, what do we do now? There's still sunlight. And Cool Hand Luke, nothing. We do nothing. Exactly. Yeah. So I thought that was awesome. Really good scene.
Yeah, that's so great.
And all these scenes, there's just something about them that just feels like, a book. It really does. Like, there are all these anecdotal events. It's not based in realism, a lot of it, to an extent.
Well, and I could say a few. I think you're going to pick them up, Dad, but my last favorite scene has got to be where it's Luke's third time he's escaped, and he's in the church. He finds his way into that little church. And like you said, Austin, there's Christian imagery throughout this movie, whether it be once he's on that table. It was so obvious, spread out like he's Jesus Christ on this table after he ate all these eggs.
Yeah, a legs crossed.
Oh my gosh.
Well, like it was.
It was absolutely perfect in that way. But anyhow, he's in this church, and they got caught. He and Dragline just separated, but he sees the cops pulling up, and he's laughing because he's like, "Oh, this is it." And Dragline comes in, "Hey man, I already spoke to him. Like, we got it figured out. You're not going down. Everything's going to be fine." And Luke's look, he said, "Yeah, and I bet they're going to give me my old bunk, right?" And he's like, "Oh, yeah, whatever you want." And you can tell Luke's just like, "Man, do you see how I'm in the same spot? Nothing new's going on." Mm-hmm. And Luke's not going to have it that way. And, if that doesn't get your own blood pumping, then what will? Because you just see that defiance he has and that will to live outside of these parameters that are being imposed on him. So
it's not even like he has a choice in the matter, which is, I think, a huge part of it. It's that he can't change who he is. Like this, he can't do it. He can't be like this. He can't be a cage bird. He's Bodhi. I can't live like this.
No.
So he's going to go out in that scene, and he has the whole, I'm looking at it right now, and I'm not going to say it right, but the whole Garden of Gethsemane kind of dynamic of him like saying, "Why God?" or whatever. Why'd you make me this way right before it? He's like, I can't seem to get any elbow room. I've tried.
Hey, well, man, and that was so amazing. You're right. That monologue he does I don't know. You're right, Austin. It's very literary. I don't think you would have a scene like that in a modern film. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it would work the same way, but I bet in that day, that was like huge. I bet that was amazing. And I think it really worked here too, because it was really getting at a core theme. And, I think they're just showing the whole movie is kind of just, I don't know. I guess it's just this big metaphor for like living life and kind of all of these things that are imposed on us every single day and just having to conform ourselves to all of these rules.
My theme was natural law versus human law.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's perfect. But
very good.
That last scene, at least you get Luke saying, "Hey guys, what we have here is failure to communicate."
Yeah.
And he just gets him, and that
smacks his ass. Yeah.
He smacked him, man. And of course, they shoot him. He's going down, but man, Dragline goes after the man with no eyes. And I thought that was a great scene too, because he just like gets him in his face, and it was kind of like, hey man, you're not stopping this force, man.
Do you think there's anything bigger to like the sunglasses?
Sunglasses on the getting run over?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was just kind of a showing of like, hey, these guys might have killed him, but I mean, he's still in the backseat smiling all the way. That's the story Dragline's telling. And hell, the man with no eyes just got his glasses run over and his truck stolen. So
and he's no longer, Mr. Sir, he's no longer the line guy anymore after it either, I think, in the last scene. So he's gone. Really? I don't know what. Yeah, I wonder if there's more to that in the book, because obviously it's very purposeful in terms of the scene and his sunglasses being ran over.
I think it's just knocking them down a peg and being like, hey man, they killed him, but he's the guy who won.
You killed him, but you didn't break him, kind of thing.
No, no way.
Sure.
But sorry, I was kind of long-winded there, guys, but
it's a good movie, man.
Just great scenes.
Yeah. No, guys, that's why I wanted you all to do that, because this is so good, and there's no way I'm going to steal Austin's thunder with Lucille. But guys, a couple of them for me was when you start seeing Luke, and it looks like they broke him. It looks like they got him, and you see him, boss, and he says, "Get my rifle." And he runs and he gets his rifle, and he shoots the turtle, and he goes, "Go get him, Luke." And Luke, and he runs down grab it, and he runs down with the stick and pulls that that rubber turtle out of there. That was funny. And then next thing we just see him, and all the guys are rolling their eyes like, that in the Luke that we know. Oh, we're so disappointed to him. Look at him. He's boss's little buddy now, and he's running. Yes, boss. And, and it's just the way he was running, he just looked, it was funny to me.
You're right. I mean,
he was so willing to please,
Yes. And yes, boss. And he runs down and grabs that turtle. Look, you got a good one. You got him good.
Yeah.
Look at him; he's hanging onto the stick, and it was just it was so disappointing, and all the guys, and then you see him jump in the truck, fire it up, and he takes off, and you're like, yeah. And then Dragline, I don't know what Dragline even said it later on. He goes, I don't know why the hell I jumped in. It was just he was so proud of him that he wasn't, just this whipping boy. He jumps in with him. And the guys are trying to start up their trucks, and all the keys are gone. It was great.
This is terrible, but there was a small part of me that wanted him to just run that motherfucker over with the glass. I thought he was just going to nail him, dude.
Yeah, he was such a horrible
I really
guy.
did. I was like, he's going to just run this dude over.
That's crazy. Yeah, that would have been insane.
He did not do that.
He sure did not.
What about the scene? You all didn't leave me a whole lot, so I'm going to hit a few of these others.
Yeah.
Luke grabs the rattlesnake, and he just grabs him, and the boss blows his head off. I thought, and he didn't even flinch.
Well,
I thought
apparently there's a literate
cool.
or like a biblical kind of meaning in that too, because I guess Moses gives the emperor of Egypt like a walking
cobra.
stick and then a snake, and Luke does both of those things.
Yeah.
Didn't Luke say something to him, kind of like he has a few comments here and now that are just like he's really comfortable. Like you can tell he has no kind of. He's not obeying their
There's no filter at all.
Yeah,
well,
I forget what he says.
Well, there's one of them that's like when his mom has passed away, you got rabbit in your blood, and they throw him in the fucking box. And the guy's like, I'll say a prayer for your mom, Luke, and I'm only doing it because it's my job. And he says, calling it your job doesn't make it right, boss.
Doesn't make it right, boss. Yes, that was one of the that I wrote down. I thought that was really good. I also like the scene where Luke, they put all of that food in front of him, and you could tell he's just a whipped dog, and he's there's no way he can eat.
Well,
and
that
all
was
the guys,
scene.
all the guys keep scooping up the food and trying to, and helping him, and they eat the whole thing so he doesn't have to end up going in the box. We see Luke where he's digging holes, then he has to fill it back in. He's digging a hole, he has to fill it back in. That was a tough one to take.
Well, there's no fooling them on that. They broke me.
Yeah.
That was a heavy kind of admittance to dragline later on.
Yeah, I was going to say, I had written down here, the bosses and the captain, they broke him. They really did at that point. And let's see if I got one more.
Could you imagine, dude, like digging a hole, refilling it, digging a hole, refilling it, and then the motherfucker comes up and hits you in the back of a head with a stick. It's like, I'd be laying down like that too, just whimpering, It was brutal, man. They really beat you over the head with some of those scenes, like whether it's 50 eggs, whether it's digging a hole over and over again, whether it's dragline knocking him out, like all those things. They really beat you over the head and show you how much sackery to it. He's a sad sack.
No doubt.
Yeah.
The last one I had, guys, is they're playing cards, and Luke keeps throwing in $1 and keeps, I'll raise you a buck.
I'll raise you a buck.
I'll raise you a buck. Yeah. And he keeps throwing it in. And, at the end, we find out he has a handful of nothing. Sometimes nothing can be a real cool hand.
That's awesome.
And then you knew right there, the title of the movie.
He got his bull
My
gang
man,
name.
Cool Hand Luke is what Dragline says. And once that kind of, you're like, once you heard that kind of pumps you up. Yeah. You're going, here we go. Here's the movie now. Now we got it going. Now things are going to start popping. At that point, you felt like, again, the movie was fun. You see the camaraderie between, all the chain gang and him and Dragline. And you felt good about things. And then, like I said, once his mom passes away, you just see him, boof. Everything kind of went south.
That song that he plays, the Plastic Jesus.
Oh, yes.
Crying.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa, great call. You have
to
say that scene, man.
When you see the tears running down his eyes. Oh.
Well, man, and just another thing, apparently they really had to hold off on shooting that scene because Paul Newman demanded that he was going to really play that banjo and learn the song. So the fella, what's the guy's name who was playing the guitar the whole
Tramp,
that fella really taught him how to play the banjo. And apparently they just prolonged that scene for a couple of weeks until Paul Newman could actually play it. Apparently when they were doing the shot, he gets through the take and he's like, oh my God, I can do it better. And the director apparently went, no one could have done it better than that. It's done. And then, there's no way anyone could have. It was perfect.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
Just a cool thing, but Paul Newman, that cat, he was really committed to it, man. He learned how to play that song.
Well, I was even thinking about that when I was watching the scene because it's like, not only, I was wondering, it's like, I wonder if he actually learned this. He had to learn to play and sing all the while the dude has to cry and act at the same time. It's like, Jesus. He just
some talent, man.
Yeah. That's a very powerful one for sure.
Great call, Austin. Yeah, you can't forget that. Yeah. And it was really cool too how everyone there understood and gave him that space. Everyone hung back for the dude.
Well, this one's running long, but on the tail end of when he does do the digging of the holes and everyone's getting, he tells him like the image is a phony. Stop feeding off me. Crazy. Crazy. And then like he comes in, where are you now? Like everyone was this guy's best friend. And then they see him, get humanized and brought down a peg and like immediately he gets abandoned. And that just like anger and agony along with it is great.
There's another I didn't even realize that was a biblical theme, but there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Favorite characters, fellas.
Yeah, let's knock them out. Who wants me first?
Yeah,
okay.
Go ahead.
My favorite character is Luke. How could it not be Luke? He is the man. He's a stud. He rocks. We've already explained a million times over why that is so.
Yes.
For my sixth man, am I allowed to choose Arletta?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll give you that one.
She's got to be the sixth man for me. I really think that the way that scene was acted was pretty masterfully done because there's kind of this resignation where she's not saying much, but what she does say is really powerful, just kind of like subtly. And I think that moves you even more. And like you said,
her smoker's hack adds so much to it too. Like it feels so authentic.
It's so real, man. And you feel her pain when she's like, what went wrong? Yeah. And it's like, again, you can tell that there's this distance and he's even calling her Arletta. He's not even calling her mom, but it's so powerful and you feel that tension and he goes back to, and he doesn't even say like, there's no, I love you. There's nothing, but it's
that's the last time they ever spoke.
Yeah. And he's like, so long. And you can tell he feels weird about it and she does too, but God, it's powerful. And Jo Van Fleet, she is the one, that's the actress. Yeah. I mean, she did a wonderful job in that role.
Very good.
She's my sixth man. My sad sack, what'd you call him, Dad? Mr. Walton or whatever?
Yeah, John Walton.
Yeah, John Walton, that dude Alibi at the beginning of the movie. Yeah. He's like, I made a deal. I get the cushy job. And they're like, get back to work. And he's like, but you don't get back to work. And then that sack, so he loses a buck. He still has to do the hard work. And then he gets thrown in the box the next day. And
on his first night.
Yeah, on his first night. And then he's crying like a little baby having to go into the box. Yeah. So he's the sad sack of the movie for me, for sure.
Yeah.
What about you, Pops?
Give me some characters.
Boys, my favorite character of the movie, of course, is Dragline. I love anything built like that. It has to be named Lucille. She's liable to catch a code running around like that. Dragline and Luke, box out in the yard, and he finally realizes this dumbass is not going to stop, and he just throws him over his shoulder. I thought was just really cool. Yeah. He was the official egg peeler, and let's face it, my let's face it moment is Dragline really cared for Luke. I mean, he was his buddy, and that was his best friend in there. Yeah. The sixth man of the movie, I don't know if the captain can be the sixth man, but he was mine. What we have here is a failure to communicate. Some men you just can't reach. I love that. I've been saying that line. I've heard that line since I was a little kid. What we have here is a failure to communicate.
Well, what I liked about that cat is he's not that intimidating, and he kind of seems like a goofball. But that moment, what does Paul say?
He just breaks.
Just about to say,
and clubs him.
Luke says something like, don't ever talk to me like that, and then just cracks him like you said. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
He got real then, didn't he?
Yeah, and he kind of lost his composure.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Boy's the sad sack of the movie. I'm going to do it. It's going to kick you all in the chops. Old Blue is the sad sack of the movie.
The dog.
He plumb ran himself to death.
Yeah.
You can see that boy. He's sitting there crying. Yeah, Old Blue.
Now you're going to have
is
a
the
dead
sad
dog on our
sack.
Instagram page. God damn it, Mike.
Do it when the dog's sniffing around or something.
Sure, that's what we'll
do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gosh.
Sorry, Blue.
Sorry,
That was kind of an intense scene, by the way, when the dogs are running through the fence.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Might
he
That's kind
hopped
of
in a
in.
bit.
intense, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, I'm not saying it was kind of intense. Like those, you can tell those dogs were like really struggling. It's like, oh gosh.
Yeah.
Austin, you're up.
Yeah. All right. So mine here, it's Luke Jackson. Right
Nice.
behind him, Dragline. I got to give him the flowers. We'll give him the Garth Allgar I Do Smell a Pork Product of Some Kind award for most hammed up performance. He was he was letting it rip for sure, but it's a great performance. He got him an Oscar, and he said like his money went 10 times after that he hit it. Apparently, like he did a lot of campaigning. Like he spent some money on the campaign.
Yeah. But still, there you go.
My 6 man, how about Ka, the Flaw Walker? You spend a night in the box. I love that opening monologue when they get in there.
Yeah.
What is it? Them clothes got laundry numbers on them. You remember your number and you always wear them, the ones you number. Any man forgets his number, spends a night in the box. These here spoons you keep with you. Any man loses a spoon, spends a night in the box. So on and so forth. So I thought that was really fun. And then, Luke obviously finishing off the line at the end and him being like, I hope you won't be a problem. I thought Carr was really fun.
Yeah.
Some other 6-man like nominees. Let's give it to Tramp. I thought Tramp was awesome. That Lord But Thee or whatever song he plays.
Yeah, Tramp was cool.
He's really good. I love his songs, kind of playing along. Really good stuff there. Lucille for a 6-man, of course. How about Lucille? A 6th, 7th, and 8th man, huh?
Yes.
Sad sack. We got a lot of them. Luke Jackson for sure. Alibi had that one. How about Dog Boy? Just the actual dog on it. That guy's a sack.
Yeah,
Rabbit's the first kind of little gimp that they have running around.
Yeah.
And he looks crazy too. Go look at that cat. What about Dynamite with those hairy ass shoulders? He's like a mountain, or he's like a Sam Squanch or something.
Hey, that dude was pretty yoked out though, man.
He can't eat as much as Luke though. You can tell it kind of gets him down.
No.
That's true.
What about John, Luke's brother, not loved as much by his mother?
Yeah, and his mom said, he earned it. Well, it's not that.
Sure. And this guy's got to take his pills or something.
Yeah, I was about to say, guys.
That was my pills.
He's been the noisiest cat on this episode. We've had Gus snoring. We've had my mom running through the door.
Are you hearing Gus? I mean, it is.
I've actually heard him on this one.
My God, he's sitting at my feet snoring. I've been trying to kick him. Oh, it's been awful, boys.
My sad sack is actually Coco.
Coco.
For one thing, he's got a name like Coco.
Coconut. They call him Coconut a bunch.
He's so infatuated with Luke that when he finds out the picture, he just rips it up in like a tantrum, like a little boy or something.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, Coconut.
And then he loses his poker hand to a bunch of nothing. So Coco's my sack.
Coco. Okay.
Themes and
we got
things.
Themes and things. Yeah. Well,
want me to run wild or you got it?
Yeah, just run wild.
Just do it, Austin.
Take it.
How about prison, jail, prison break, prison escape, jailbirds, caged bird, bull gang names, asking boss. Taking top off, boss. Everything. Popping top, safety pin pop, a great set. Guitar, banjo playing. How about some fucked up families? I think so.
Yeah.
Rule breaking, giving it to the man. Right and wrong. We already said the whole man-made law versus natural law. Egg-eating machine. Rabbit in your blood. Coconut and mullet heads.
Go to town.
Vicarious living. False idols. They only love you when you're on top. God, Jesus, religion, spirituality.
Yep.
Not giving up, and world shaker.
Good one.
Anything to add, fellas?
Nope. I'm good.
No, the only thing I had different, Austin, was blue eyes. I had to add that.
That's a good one.
Nice. Blue eyes.
Good call. All right, fellas.
Here it is.
Come to the hour.
Oh, breaking rocks. Breaking rocks. Because that's what those cats are doing this whole movie's breaking rocks,
Breaking rocks.
Just like us, boys.
That's right. Woo! Zachary, keep on going, never giving up. Is Cool Hand Luke better with Nicolas Cage, baby?
Woo! Look at the little Nick Cages down there.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Is this movie better with Nicolas Cage? Let me know what you're thinking.
Who wants it? This one's open.
Mike, take it.
Well, I think the answer is absolutely. This movie is just outrageous with Nick Cage. So I thought long and hard. I even made a phone call. My brother loves this movie. So I told him.
You better do him well this time, because last episode you made fun of him for his Vegas performance.
Oh, that's true.
The Australian Bee Gees.
Well, this one is the captain.
There you go.
He's the captain.
Oh.
I want to hear him so bad say those lines of his. The way he talked, with that southern accent. You could see him doing his Con Air.
He'd be a little more intimidating, too.
A man starts thinking about his mother and going to a funeral, gets rabbit in his blood. Yeah, it would have been good.
I mean, just think Nick Cage playing, that old Kentucky Colonel kind of cat, and I'd love to hear him say, what we have here is a failure. He would do that Con Air voice. He would just be, oh my God, he would be like great.
Moving around a little bit.
Yes. Oh, his head would be all over the place.
Yeah.
All right. Did Marty agree with that? Did Marty agree?
I asked Marty, I said, who do you think? And Marty goes, I said, well, I'm going to tell you what I thought. And he goes, the captain. He's got to be the captain. And I went, oh, my God, that's who I'd written down. So we were both on the same page.
That's awesome. Good deal.
Who did you think, Griff?
I have a little bit more respect for Nick Cage because I know of his superstardom. I know of his talents. I know of his craft and the way.
And so do our listeners. They know by now. Of course they do.
I know the way that Nick Cage can step into a scene and totally take it over. He can take an entire movie over. The dude is a walking, living legend. He would be Luke. Let's be honest, guys. Can you imagine Nick Cage as Cool Hand Luke himself? That cat would be perfect for it. You're talking at the beginning of the movie when he's twisting and cutting those heads off and they nab him and he smiles right at him. All crazy like he doesn't have a care in the world. Nick Cage playing all of those escapades, acting with his belly all out. I mean, that'd be easy, eating all the eggs. Yeah. Running through the entire thing, shaking the bush and running off, not caring. He might have nicked the guy if he started driving and he was rolling away. Nick Cage, he could have. And also, I mean, in the scene where he's having to fill up that hole and, take it all out, fill it back up. Man, when they cracked him and he fell down, he might have broken his neck for real or something the way he'd have done it. I mean, that dude just would have gone crazy. The noises he'd have been making, man. I mean, he would have ate that character out of the frame, dude. And I'm not saying that Paul Newman didn't do a fantastic, amazing job, because he did. But let's just settle it, guys. Nick Cage, the man's in a different class. It's just what it is. Nick Cage could be Cool Hand Luke, and I think he'd have done an absolutely spectacular job, man. I mean, people would, I don't know, man. They might be showing this movie once a year in theaters. It would just be on repeat because people had to see Nick Cage as Cool Hand Luke. It'd be inspiration to generations, man. People be getting behind. There might not even be a legal system anymore because people would have been so convinced by Nick's performance is our man Luke. And you can say that I have the Garth Brooks, what is it, the pork sausage award?
It's Garth Algar, I do smell a pork product of some kind for most hammed up performance.
You could give that to me right now, but I mean it. I'm telling you, man. Nick Cage as Luke.
So, honestly, if we're tallying up right now, like Mike's pick a little more, but I think I do have both of you all beat.
Uh-oh.
It's nothing, too special,
Let's
but
see
it is
what he's
good.
got.
Nicolas Cage is 110% the man with no eyes. He's just looming. He's looming over everything. Doesn't say a word the whole movie. You just see him. And he's got that sniper on him. Throws it down. A non-verbal Nicolas Cage. He's doing all of this just with body movements. You know how animated that fella is. He is that. In that time when his glasses fly off, guess what you see? You see this cat down in the corner looking back at you. And that crazy mug, he doesn't give a fuck. Drag's not touching him. He drags Dragline's ass all across the parking lot after that. Backhands him down to the ground. That's what happens. And maybe it doesn't make any sense thematically.
Oh, God.
But it's pretty damn funny.
Hey,
He's Boss Godfrey. That's who he is.
That, man.
You slap those glasses off, and it's like the ghost of Christmas future looking back at you, just like Skeletor, just sockets for eyes.
God.
Ghost Rider, huh?
You're telling me
I was gonna say he's Ghost Rider.
You guys wouldn't see Nick Cage with a banjo singing "Plastic Jesus"? That cat.
I would. The thing is, I would like the movie. I will definitely give you that. But there's something about Paul Newman that is almost essential to this role that it's like, this is one of the ones that I don't know if I could do it. It would be good. It would still be fun to see, but it wouldn't be quite the same. Tell you that's for sure.
I'll tell you what, with Nick Cage in Spider Noir right now, I don't know, man. The world might not agree with you. This dude is on top of the world.
Have you caught any, G?
I haven't gotten to see any yet.
Damn it.
I haven't seen any yet.
You're talking out of term.
Griffin, I have watched the entire thing. I watched it with my friend.
I'm watching a couple tonight.
Austin, I don't know if you were doing it.
I'm for it.
But as I'm watching, I kept calling what movie he was acting from. So I would go, okay, that is National Treasure. That is Con Air. And I kept doing it. My friend's like, what are you doing? I'm like, dude, he's used lines and he's used that same kind of face. And I went, that's Face Off. And I kept doing it the whole movie. He goes, man, stop. You're driving me nuts. And I'm like, dude, I'm just telling you, Nick Cage can do all of it. He can do all of his movies.
He can do it all in one, baby.
And Spider Noir.
There's something about this show even existing that I just feel so vindicated. Like,
yes.
This is just so right. I'm like, this is awesome.
So great.
Here's the thing, guys. People feel it. There's a reason why.
You know what? I think we're the reason the cat got the job. I really do. I think we brought that out into the public. Now people are realizing that, hey, Nick Cage is the modern day. He's the modern day best actor out there right now.
Hey, read the transcript, man. We've got history. We've been running with this cat for a while now.
Oh, we love this cat.
Man.
No doubt.
I don't know if it could have been said any better, Dad. You're right there, man. We put it in the cosmos.
Yeah.
It is written in the stars. Nick Cage, baby. People know.
Away, a message to the day. What is that? All right,
boys.
What's next?
What's next?
Dad.
I'm pretty certain it's Tombstone.
Tombstone.
The movie Tombstone. I mean, Val Kilmer. Speaking of a great actor, Val Kilmer is it. Guys, I think we may have to change our format a little bit. We may not even do the best, scenes. We might just do one-liners from the movie. I have two guns, one for each of you.
Hey, we don't need them right now. We can say them, right?
Griffin. Oh my God. Hey, come on, I got to do the last one. Say when. Oh, I mean, it's going to be so much fun.
Hey,
guys.
Dad, give me a anytime.
Griffin.
We need to get this over.
Griffin, my buddy, we're in Florida this past week.
We've overstayed our welcome.
And I'm in the garage and I'm working on the van. No. And he sneaks up behind me and he goes, anytime. I jumped and hit my head almost on the hood of the car.
You didn't jump that high.
We laughed so hard about it because he whispered, he goes, anytime.
God, that's so funny.
No, that was a long one, guys, but that sure was. Austin,
Great
again,
movie.
appreciate this. Appreciate that. This is a good one. Very good pick.
A whole lot of fun. Well,
No
say
doubt.
goodbyes, fellas, and we'll get out of here.
All right. You know, I love doing this. Love you boys. Purple Podcast all the way. People can tell the motion. It keeps occurring, and we are just rocking every single week. Love doing this, guys, so let's keep it going.
Again, another fun one. We've got more coming your way. Again, we got Tombstone next week. You know that's going to be just outrageous with these two. So can't wait to do that one. And then what's up after that, guys?
Well,
real
let's
quick.
hold off. We don't need to do that yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man. I mean, I just know we got one good one after another. I'm just
Oh,
excited.
we're on, man. We'll keep them waiting.
Oh, that's right. Well,
Hey, keep them wanting more.
Finish it off, Ost.
that's right. Guys, if you've listened all the way through, thank you very much. We appreciate it always. If this wasn't yours that you like, you probably wouldn't have been here still. But hey, anyways, we're going to have another movie next week. And like Mike said, we're going to have another movie after that. And guess what? We're going to have a TV show after that because we got Spider Noir, of course. But once again, guys, thank you very much. Keep living well. Keep doing your best. We'll be talking to you soon. And bye-bye.